Greetings everyone. In this video we're going to be discussing about using MLS Matrix to send out an automated email to clients and also how to search the newest listings on the MLS if you're using MLS Matrix. So without further ado, we're going to get straight into the video and talk through this very quickly. Before we begin, of course, to take a few seconds to explain about our brokerage. Our company is NIS Realty Inc. We're licensed in the state of Florida at the time of making this video. We pay all of our agents 100% of your real estate commission, and we also do have 100% support. We're very helpful with your contracts, assistance, and we have a lot of tutorial videos here on YouTube as well as other various sources. For more information about our company, feel free to visit our website, nisrealty.com, or visit the description below this video. If you'd like further information or like a free confidential consultation, feel free to contact us. Without further ado, let's get straight into today's video and discuss about how to do this on the MLS Matrix. So the first thing you want to do is you log into your MLS Matrix and you're going to come to the home screen here. From here you go to the search bar up top, and then here you click the type of search you want to do. We're going to click single family condo, looking for properties for sale, but if you're doing rentals or you're looking up vacant land, you could click the appropriate search functions here. So let's look up single family condo, properties for sale, RE1, RE2. And then from here, the way that I like to personally search for properties, this also goes toward when you're working with clients. This is just my professional opinion and my advice. You may feel differently or want to work a different way, but this is how I usually work with listings and try to find properties. I only like to deal with what's the newest properties on the market, unless the specific client's looking in a very targeted area, like a certain city or a certain area. Then you could look at everything that's on the market, but that could turn out, depending on the area and how big the size is of the geographical area, you could be trying to search through 500, 600 listings, and that might not be the best use of time, but you have to be the judge of that. It's at your sole discretion, what you feel is worth your time or not worth your time. But me personally, I always like to look up the newest properties on the market. So here we go. I usually have the active button clicked here. I scroll down. Now for your MLS Matrix, you have these additional fields that you could add or remove here. And you could just, click the additional fields here. There's a bunch of different ones. I won't go through all of them because as you can see, there's a lot. But the ones that I have added, you just highlight it, click add, and it gets put over here to the fields. And then you could, that gets pretty much saved from there and you could go back. The ones I have added, the extras, are days on market, status change date, list date, a few things down here. So I'll hit the back button and I scroll down again. And the way I like to look at it is you could do either of these. I think the best one that I've found so far is the list date. So at the time of making this video, it's the 9th of September 2022. I'll go on to the list date here and I'll look for all the properties that were listed on the 8th, which was yesterday, Thursday. So from there I have 433 matches, and that's how many properties were listed on the 8th. And those are the freshest, newest listings that were just listed yesterday. And usually the good listings, if they're really good, a good deal, or just really nice listing, they usually don't last long. They're probably not going to be on the market for more than a week, maybe even shorter than that. In most situations, not always. So from there, I like to set a targeted county. You could look at everything by going to the maps button up here. Currently using the Southeast Florida MLS, so this matrix is going to have mostly Southeast Florida from Miami-Dade all the way up to St. Lucie. Then there'll be a couple of miscellaneous listings, but that's usually outside of the area for the most part. You have to look on a different MLS, but anyways, this is all the properties that were just listed just on the 8th throughout the entire Southeast Florida region, all the way up to St. Lucie County. As you see, it still has more listing hits. Anyways, let's go to criteria. That's a lot of listings. So let's say we're looking for all the listings that were listed in Broward County. You'll click Broward County here. Now you have 142. That's a little bit easier to search through. Then you could look at all the listings that were listed in Broward here. Then let's say you want to even, centralize it even more. You could scroll in, go to an area. Let's say we're looking for everything that was just listed in the city of Weston over here. You could grab your polygon tool here and you could draw a polygon shape however you want to draw the shape, and you could cut out the area, and then you could focus in on those specific areas in that specific, all these listings here. And there's currently 4, so you could go through the results of these 4 listings. And you could draw that shape however you want. It could be any type of shape as long as you're using the polygon tool. You could draw it however you see fit, like this. Then you could delete the shape as well. So that's an excellent way to, pick a specific area, location, use the polygon tool to try to look for a specific property in a specific area. And that's how I like to look at things on the market. I like to look at the freshest, newest listings. I'll cut out the polygon tool to centralize an area if I'm looking for. And today's the 9th. You could even go down here and include the 9th in this search. So as you can see how it's written here, this is the format you have to type it in, and this will search everything from the 8th to the 9th. You could also even look up just what's listed on the 9th today. As you can see, let me see here. We just want to see what's on the market for the 9th. So there's 44 matches. That means Friday, the 9th, September 2022, there was 44 matches. 44 properties listed in Broward County alone. And you can look at all of these properties. These are the newest. They were just listed today throughout various times of the day. So let's say you want to send your client an automated email for the newest properties that were just listed today, this specific search right here. Everything in Broward just listed today. What you would do is you go to this screen here, you come down to this part right here where it says actions. Well, actually first you go to the results. So go to the results tab here, and you could check mark these specific listings if you only want to send to certain ones. But let's say we want to send all of these properties to your client or anyone to review. There's an all button here. You check mark this all button, and now you can see checked 44. That means all 44 of these properties are checked. So from there, you could send it in an email by pressing the email button down here. You could send it, print it, you can save it as a PDF file, export it. You see all the different functions down here of what you could do with it. But the best way to do it is usually just send an email out. So you'll click this email button, and then from here you just type the email address. You could CC someone or yourself. You could BCC a copy to yourself, write a subject, a little message if you want, edit your signature, and you just send it out. Then your client has that email to look over and review of all those properties you just sent them. Now, this is just a one-time email, so you'd have to send this manually every time. If you want to do an automated email, you can hit this cancel button, just go back. So let's say you want to do all 44 of these properties and send it in an automated email. You could hit the save button here. Now you click new auto email. So you press new auto email. You could create a new contact. You'll create a new contact, fill out their email, first and last name, and then you could select it here. And it's just pretty much the same thing. You'll write a subject. There's a welcome email. You could edit this text to say whatever you want. And you have the reoccurring email, say another text or whatever you want, edit your signature. Then you scroll down here. You could enable these extra settings. I'm not going to go over this too much here. It'd take a little bit too much time for this video, but we could talk about that another day. It's not really too important. The more important thing is the schedule. I don't really recommend clicking ASAP. It's going to start spamming the email kind of, because this property is listed all the time. So every time there's like something new, it's going to start spamming that individual depending on how you set up the search criteria. I'd recommend doing either a daily or the monthly. Then you can select the times, whether they all come in the PM or in the AM. I usually like to send it out all in the AM first thing in the morning and as a daily email. So it would send first thing in the morning of all the properties that were just listed. And the way you could have this set up so it always shows the newest properties. I mean, I think the best thing to do is to send out a manual email every day for the newest listings, because the only thing that I found that you could really do, maybe someone else has a better suggestion, is if you go to, well, let's go back real quick. Let's go to the criteria. The best thing I found you could do is, let's say, today's the 9th, you have all these properties, you could add a plus symbol here, and now it's going to, if you do an auto email, it's going to send all the properties that were listed on the 9th and moving forward. So tomorrow, the 10th, it will send another email of all the properties from the 9th to the 10th. Then the next day, it'll send all the properties from the 9th to the 11th. And as you can see, this starts going on, once you get to like maybe the 20th, there's going to be a lot of properties, because you're going to have all the properties from the 9th all the way to the 20th. So it could get a little bit too much, because no one wants to scroll through 1,000 properties to see. They just kind of want the daily update of the newest listings and see from there. And the only way I've ever found it is there's no way to change this. I guess you could change, days on market, but still sometimes I feel like you miss certain listings when you press this. So you could write days on market 1 and you'll get properties. So you could do that and click Broward, and it's 150 now. But as you can see, the days on market, I just have it set to 1, and it says there's 159 listings within Broward County. Now, if I just put list date for the 8th, it says 142. So that might be including, let's extend it to the 9th. Let's see here. 186 it says. So there's some properties that get missed through there. So that's why I like to always just look at it manually by the list date, and just see what's on the market, because as you can see, sometimes you're missing a property depending. But if you're going to send out an automated email, you can just do the days on market and hit 1. Maybe you could hit 0 to 1. That might be easier from there. Let's see what it does. 219. It still doesn't look good. So, you have to really come in here manually. I feel like when you just play with these things, maybe someone else has a better suggestion here of how to just send an automated email. My recommendation is to do it manually every day, because you might miss some listings. You could do this and send it out every day, but I feel like you're going to miss a couple of things, and the ones you miss might be the one that you want. So it's best to just come in here and look at the MLS every day and just see the list date and look at all the new listings that were just listed today. You could even set up your MLS homepage where you go to the dashboard and it shows you the market watch. It could show you the newest listings. You just hit this new button, and that's everything that just came up in the last 24 hours, or you can set it for today. So yeah, that's basically how you would set that up. Like I said, you go here in the search function. Let's say you create a search, something for Broward County, and you go to the results. You click the all button here. All the listings are checked, or check them one by one. You hit the save button, new auto email for an automated email, so it sends it out automatically, or the action button, which I recommend doing better if you're looking with a client and you're just looking at the newest listings every day, and just send out the manual email, see if it's anything that they're interested in. So you just hit the email button. If you have any further questions, feel free to reach out to me, and we'll go from there. Thank you very much. See you in the next video.